News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, Northwest Academy is under investigation by police, and a family loses their home to fire. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A teacher is arrested for child abuse in Amargosa. It's Monday, February 4th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. A school that houses teenagers designed to help them through some rough times in their lives is being accused of contributing to some of the difficulties. The Nye County Sheriff's Office has made an arrest and is conducting further investigation into a school for troubled youth called Northwest Academy in Amargosa. Pahrump resident and teacher, 29-year-old Caleb Hill, was taken into custody by deputies following abuse allegations from a former staff member and a 14-year-old student. The child allegedly told police that Hill had picked him up and then threw him on the floor on several occasions. The Sheriff's Office and Department of Family Services officials served a search warrant at the school and interviewed all students and on-site staff members. Detectives say that staff members and students complained about the use of force by Hill and that he currently had 3 formal complaints against him. Investigators say that Hill admitted to police about going hands-on with various students, causing bruising and even a bloody nose. Hill has been charged with child abuse. Officials say that multiple juveniles reported rashes that had developed on their skin and that the teens were taking showers and drinking water contaminated with arsenic and other toxic substances.
Detectives obtained information from the State of Nevada Department of Environmental Protection that as of the last water tests at Northwest Academy on 11/6 of 2018, the arsenic levels in the water were over 3 times the drinking water standard. It was further learned that Northwest Academy stopped treating the water on or about October of 2016. The Nevada Department of Environmental Protection Bureau of Safe Drinking Water began attempting to work with Northwest Academy to bring the water system back into compliance with safe drinking water regulations in early 2018. They were given a deadline of December 31st of 2018. As of January 28, 2019, Northwest Academy is still out of compliance. As a result of the information obtained about the contaminated water, the NCSO obtained and executed a search warrant for the blood and hair samples of the juveniles to test for arsenic and other harmful substances they may have been exposed to while housed at Northwest Academy. Parents were notified of samples taken, the reasons for the samples, and that they could come and check out the children if they chose.
Police say that medical personnel came to the school to examine the students and told detectives that their rashes were linked to the contaminated water. Students also reportedly told police during their interviews that they had suffered injuries and broken bones at the school and were denied medical care. In a video released by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, they show a student with a leg brace being helped down the stairs by deputies. The owners, Marcel and Patty Champius, have denied all allegations.
After negotiation with Academy owners, adequate staffing was confirmed, and the Division of Health and Human Services and State of Nevada Division of Child and Family Services on scene made the determination to leave the children in the facility. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is continuing the investigation. Anyone with information related to this investigation is asked to email sheriff@co.nye.nv.us or call 775-751-7000.
Residents and animals are spared as a home is engulfed in flames. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Nye County Sheriff's Office auxiliary units were dispatched to a structure fire on Shady Lane Sunday afternoon. Upon arrival, they found heavy smoke and fire coming from a stick-built home. The property also had several other manufactured dwellings that were used as primary residences and a large amount of personal belongings on the land. Auxiliary units blocked traffic in all directions while fire crews extinguished the blaze. blaze. On the property was also a large amount of animals, including dogs and even a sheep. Nye County Animal Control and deputies were able to get all the animals off the property and safely from the fire. Firefighters were able to contain the blaze to the main structure. However, the flames were shooting approximately 30 to 40 feet in the air. Police were trying to evacuate the area for fear that the propane tanks that were on the property would become involved as well. News 25 spoke to Carol Gilbertson on scene, who is the homeowner. Gilbertson says that her daughter noticed that the breaker was faulty. She adds that while her daughter was out getting a new breaker, that's when the neighbors noticed the fire.
It must have sparked because the neighbor saw it, and he tried with a hose to put it out, but it was just too far gone.
So you guys weren't home at the time?
No, I was home, and the neighbor Bobby was home.
Yeah.
And that was the only two home. I have nothing. I lost my ID, my wallet, and everything. Clothes.
If you would like to donate to this family, you can contact us here at KPVM TV at 775-727-9400 extension 201 or call Carol at 309-536-0826. More news when we return from this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, an elderly female was approved by the Board of County Commissioners for a kennel license after caring for her animals on the north side of Pahrump for many years.
Discussion deliberation to issue a refund of the application fees paid by Levon Solonic, the amount of $375 for CU 2018-000055, CUP to allow a commercial counter rescue sanctuary facility in a light industrial zone.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to issue a refund for the application fees paid by Levon Solonic in the amount of $375 for CU 2018-00055.
This woman, who is probably, I don't know, Brett, what is she, 88?
I believe she was 91.
91?
Yeah.
She's been doing this since 2002. All of a sudden, for some reason, we discover she doesn't have a cup.
I got a cup right here, Mr. Chair.
She's not adding any more dogs. All she wants to do is continue doing what she's doing until she passes away. She's already made arrangements for when she does pass, the dogs go to somebody else. She's a retired teacher living off of her retirement. She pays all the bills for her dogs. She gets no money from anybody else. And here we are, the good old government, saying, pay me $375 to keep doing what you've been doing for the last 17 years. I thought that was grossly unfair. I asked for this item.
They had applied for their Title VI permit, or their animal permit for the kennel, complying. One of the rules...
That she's been getting since...
But, in the code does require that the sheriff's office ask for the CUP. And she did not have a CUP, so regardless of how things have been done in the past, the rules were followed this time, and now she is in compliance. Whether or not the board desires to give her her money back, that's completely up to you guys, but she now has a CUP. She can now come back every year with that CUP as long as she, doesn't violate it and lose it for any reason.
Right.
And she's good to go. Whether or not she's had the animals, I mean, I would tend to believe she has since 2001, but the Title VI permits were not starting, they did not start obtaining those until 2009, which was several years after zoning and, everything was adopted for the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission. So in order for it to have been grandfathered, it would have had to have been a non-complying grandfathered use. Meaning when it had started, which we could only go back to 2009 as far as any kind of proof that we could track back. We could follow it back to 2009, which was well after the planning and zoning was adopted.
and there's really nowhere to go without it costing a lot of money or sometimes even them getting turned down. So, okay, I think you've answered everything.
I have a motion and a second.
Yeah.
Further discussion? Public comment. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed say nay. Unanimous.
Will Foxconn move forward with building their plant in the Midwest? Angela Miles reports.
Topping our news, Sears employees are holding on. It's up to a bankruptcy judge in New York whether Eddie Lampert and his hedge fund ESL will take over the retailer with a $5.2 billion bid. Creditors claim Lampert's plan is to steal the remaining assets of Sears. That includes real estate along with brands Kenmore and Die Hard. A government agency is worried what Lampert's plan will mean for worker pensions. Eddie Lampert is the chairman of Sears and says he wants to keep the stores in operation. After talking with the president, executives from Foxconn tell reporters they are moving forward with construction plans in Wisconsin. It's not clear what jobs will be created. The cost of the plan is around $10 billion. Foxconn received $4 billion in tax breaks from the state to build LCD TV screens. Papa John's is giving up plans to find a buyer. Instead, it's being reported that Papa John's will search for an investor. The stock fell Friday.
Thanks, Angela. Well, the Nevada Department of Public Safety Training Division will hold an opening and dedication event for its new Southern Nevada Academy located at 2295B Renaissance Drive in Las Vegas tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The new facility will serve as a training center for the Department of Public Safety's Southern Command to include academy classes, in-service courses, and other Nevada Peace Officers Standards and Training approved classes that will support staff development. 2019 recruitment for the Nevada Department of Public Safety is open. Positions are available with the Highway Patrol, Parole and Probation, and Capitol Police Divisions. For more information, go to dps.nv.gov. Your Save a Pet and NASCAR after the break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, here's Darby with a dog available in today's Save a Pet from Desert Haven.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Bert. Bert is a 2-year-old American Staffordshire Terrier mix. He is a brindle color, and he has so much energy. He's so amazing and sweet and affectionate, and he's been here for 8 months, and we're not quite sure why. So come down and check him out and all of the animals here at Desert Haven Animal Society. They're on Cedar Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or go to deserthavenas.org.
Dog was adorable. Well, an interesting game yesterday as the New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams 13-3 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia for Super Bowl 53. Some sports fans are now gearing up for NASCAR's racing season. Michael Donahue spent his weekend at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for Test and Tune.
With the Super Bowl all wrapped up, it's time to go fast once again. A new racing season means new changes, new drivers, new sponsors, and new rules. Last Thursday and Friday, select NASCAR teams hit the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for a crucial preseason test, testing NASCAR's 2019 Aero Package. The main features of the new rules package see a taller rear spoiler and a restrictor plate to reduce horsepower and allow closer competition. Over the 2-day test, teams partook in both pack racing practices and single-car runs in an attempt to gather data and learn as much as possible before the season begins later this month. On Thursday, the morning session saw the 48 of Jimmy Johnson at the top of the speed charts at a speed of 178.8 miles per hour. In the afternoon, the 43 of Bubba Wallace took the top spot at a speed of 178.2 miles per hour. The only major incident of the day happened when the 51 of Cody Ware hit the wall, ending the team's test early. The half-day Friday session saw Brad Keselowski fastest at 178.4 miles per hour. Once the test wrapped up, teams left with an abundance of information to look over for the season. However, the package isn't without controversy. Following some runs, some drivers described the package as a challenge or a chess match, while others said the package was easy to drive and took away from driver skill. But no matter where you stand on the matter, make sure to catch NASCAR when they return to Las Vegas March 1st to the 3rd. I'm Michael Donahue, reporting for News 25.
Thanks so much, Michael. Well, Governor Steve Sisolak is appealing a denial of a restraining order against the Department of Energy from last year to stop more shipments of plutonium being shipped to Nevada. Sisolak attempted to stop shipments last year when he was a Clark County commissioner. Now he and Attorney General Aaron Ford have announced notice to the district court that they will appeal this decision to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Officials learned last week that the Department of Energy shipped a half a metric ton of weapons-grade plutonium without notice or appeal or approval from South Carolina to Nevada late last year.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Now we're going to take a look outside with that Glenn Lerner weather cam. I hear about all the weather front that's coming, and Michael Donahue is going to have the whole forecast and what we have in store after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware, your friendly small town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's highs. In Pahrump and Amargosa, it's 52 degrees, 67 in Death Valley, 49 in Beatty, 43 in Goldfield, 41 in Tonopah, 49 in Fallon, and 42 in Fernley. For tonight, 40 degrees in Pahrump, 38 in Amargosa, 50 in Death Valley, 34 in Beatty, 26 in Goldfield and Fallon, 23 in Tonopah, and 25 in Fernley. Tonight in Pahrump, 60% chance of rain, a low of 40 degrees, our average is 34. Sunset at 5:14 p.m., winds out of the south at 17 miles per hour, and gusts up to 23. For tomorrow, we're cutting that rain percentage in half at 30%, a high of 45 degrees, a low of 28, UV index at 3, sunrise at 6:41 a.m., winds out of the south-southwest at 15 miles per hour, and 21 mile per hour gusts. Looking ahead to our 7-day, we have that 30% chance of rain tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday, sunny skies, and those clouds are returning Friday through Sunday. Then next Monday, the sun's set to return. For our high temperatures, Tuesday through Thursday, we're going to be in those mid-40s at 45 and 47 degrees. Starting Friday through next Monday, we're going to jump up into those low 50s at 51 and 52 degrees. Our overnights are seeing a very similar pattern. Tuesday through Thursday, we're going to be in those freezing temperatures at 25 and 28 degrees. And then Friday through next Monday, we're going to sneak up just a little bit into those low 30s at 31 and 34 throughout the week. And we do have a special weather report from the National Weather Service of Las Vegas. There will be a wind advisory issued for western Clark, eastern Inyo, Nye, and Esmeralda counties. There will be 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts, so please be aware that it will be super windy for the next couple days. Also, if you're planning on traveling to or from Pahrump in Las Vegas, we will be having freezing temperatures and snow up in the Pass and Spring Mountain. We'll also be having snow around our local mountains here in Pahrump. Also note that with snow, there may be some road closures up in the Pass and 160, so please check your local road reports to see if you will be affected by any of these road closures, if there are any. So with this report, we're now going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. And definitely be careful out there with this weather advisory that is happening. They're definitely expecting snow here around the local mountains. And Michael will be down at the Board of County Commissioners tomorrow to talk to record the Board of County Commissioners meeting, which airs here live on our channel 25.3. And one of the interesting items on the agenda is Pahrump acquiring some of the artifacts from Bonnie Springs. And I know a lot of people are real upset about Bonnie Springs, so that's an interesting item there. It all begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you have any animals that need to be brought in during this weather, please provide shelter for them or bring them inside and take care of them definitely. And we'll see you back here tomorrow night. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM. Good night.